I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 121, and let's focus on verses 1 through 4. I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence comes my help. My help comes from the Lord, who has made heaven and earth. He will not allow your foot to be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Now, a while back, I got a rather frantic call from my wife, and here's how it went. Stephen, our refrigerator is broken. It's defrosting, and it's just leaking all over the kitchen floor. And of course, I rushed home. Who wants a flood in their kitchen? But upon further inspection, we discovered that the unit was cooling properly, and the source of the running water was a faulty water filter for the ice maker. So in order to save money, we had decided to buy an off-brand filter, right, on Amazon or something like that, instead of the manufacturer's filter. So as a result, we had a pool of water on the floor. Lesson learned. Israel had abandoned her manufacturer, the God of all creation. And the writer of Psalm 121, who warned against aftermarket gods, was very concerned. And we must remember that this is a song of ascent. As the worshiper was making his journey to Jerusalem, he looked at the hills, and to the right and to the left of the road. And there he spied the pagan shrines way up high. And many of his countrymen had compromised their beliefs, and they stopped short of the destination of God's temple. And instead of God's word, they chose to sort of worship God, and yet to do so through pagan ways. Folks, compromised worship is never true worship. The follower of God on his pilgrimage was to be reminded that his help comes not from a man-made religion propped atop a high place. Rather, his help comes from the one who is above all creation, the maker of heaven and earth. God neither sleeps nor loses focus on us. He remains ever watchful, even as we're journeying through difficult circumstances. Psalm 121, verses 5 and 6. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade at your right, and the sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. So having personally made that shadeless journey, I'm talking about myself. I've been there from the Judean desert all the way up to Jerusalem with that fierce hot sun beating down upon me. I can attest to how the average person could be convinced to cut short their trip before reaching their destination. Because a cool drink of water and the empty promises of pagan worship to minister to the parched and the tired flesh, well, that would seem very enticing in that noonday sun when temperatures soar well over 100 degrees. Or what if you departed later in the day to avoid the heat, but then the moon was not full so that you may lose your way? Well, the pilgrim was to remember that God is our shade and he is our keeper by day and night. Psalm 121, verses 7 and 8. The Lord shall preserve you from all evil. He shall preserve your soul. The Lord shall preserve your going out and your coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Now consider Jesus' prayer over us in John 17, verse 15. I do not pray that you would take them out of the world, but that you should keep them from the evil one. Now, I would rather be in righteous trouble with Jesus than in worldly luxury without him, because the pleasures of sin are but for a season, but heaven lasts forever. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. You know, Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like you. And we need your monthly support now more than ever. Donating is secure and it's easy on our website, groundworksministries.com. Another way to help is just tell people about us. Tell people about Groundworks Ministries. Share these podcasts with friends and family and on your social media. And of course, you can always direct folks to our website, groundworksministries.com.